everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into Glam Life. My name is Kristen, and today's review is all about Jon Renau Jessica, one of my very favorite curly styles, and this is in the beautiful color Raspberry Syrup, and that is FS2432. And Raspberry Syrup is a really beautiful blonde shade, but it's mixed with this ever so subtle raspberry tint, and it really does look raspberry. It's kind of like a light auburn. It's beautiful. I featured a little natural lighting clip a few weeks ago on Angelique in Raspberry Syrup. It's a very, very beautiful shade, and I think that it neutralizes any brassy blonde tones that could be in this shade, and it really makes them look beautiful. So just wanted to hop on here and show you what Jessica in the color FS2432 Raspberry Syrup looks like in a curly shade. It's very pretty with the curls, and as y'all know, this is a very pretty shade, or very pretty style. It's a real close dupe for the ever popular Main Attraction Broadway style, and it's a little bit longer than Broadway and just a little bit different curl pattern, but overall it really has the volume and all the style that that Main Attraction Broadway offers. So I really think that this is a really nice blonde shade. If you want to go blonde, if you like blonde but you don't like the really harsh blondes or the platinum blondes, this would be a good option for you, because it is that blonde with that ever little bit of raspberry tint in there. And so I don't know if you can see up close, but if you look, you can see the raspberry. It's mixed in the darker parts of the wig, especially near the rooting. There's some really nice little raspberry color highlights in there, and I think it looks beautiful. So this is what the card looks like. It is a really, really, really pretty shade, and I just want to take it off real quick so I can give you a look at it. So when you flip her upside down, you can probably really see the raspberry. These little strips in here are the raspberry. So you've got the blonde, and then you've got these really beautiful hints of raspberry. And it really makes it pretty. You know, especially somebody like me that's not a natural blonde. This is a nice way to go blonde, because you do have a lot of darker tints in it. It's really mixed nicely throughout, and so nice that it's, you know, it just looks natural. It looks extremely natural. And this is one of those wigs where I really get into it and fluff it up. I like to get as much volume as I can. It's just one of those wigs where I really like fluffing it up. So I just really kind of get my hands in there, work through it as best as I can. And you can really get a lot of volume if you just kind of hang this upside down and leave it that way. And that's what I do when I'm done wearing it, to really keep the volume. And then at the very top, first off, I do want to show you the inside cap construction. Those of you that are new to Jessica may not have seen. This is a standard cap. So we have a really generous extended nape with Velcro adjusters. And I need to kind of fix that. And then we have an open wefted cap, generous amount of stretch. And then we also have, come here, baby girl. And then we also have a monofilament top that's enclosed with a standard front. There is no lace front, and this keeps us very affordable. It's, with discounts, you can usually find this style under $100. So again, I just really work through it. Baby girl, come here. Baby girl, come here. I work through it. My cat's meowing like crazy. I work through it, and I start and I just kind of take the white tooth comb, and this is really the key to getting these kind of wigs fluffed up. You can get so much volume. You can just take your fingers and work through it, or you can take the white tooth comb. And then at the top of it, here in the front, I like to especially focus on, you know, where the bangs are and the top of the crown here. I just dig in, clear down to the root and pull up on it. And that's how you can really get as much volume as possible with it, by sectioning and pulling through. And that's what I found works best on my Jessica, my Broadway. It's like the more you pull through, the more you tease it, is a good word. You have to tease the layers and kind of train them. And then it seems like the more it gets exposed to the weather and natural, you know, air, it just kind of, the fibers just kind of get a little bit stiffer. They kind of hold their shape a little bit better. Right now, this is just out of the box. And so, you know, that silicone and the synthetic is all over it. And it does tend to hold the curl and that really good volume better. And you can really see the raspberry down there at the bottom too. It does seem to hold all of that a lot better when I've worn it a few times, like my caramel syrup, one that I have that's a dupe for Nutmeg by Main Attraction. It's really good because I've worn it so many times and it's been out in natural air so many times that it really, come here baby girl, come here. It really helps to, she's like meow meow. It really helps to wear it out in natural air. I've learned with these curly styles, because it really kind of, I don't know, it changes it and it helps hold the curl. Because throughout the day, these do want to go kind of flat. So I take it off periodically throughout the day, turn it upside down, I shake it real good, and then that tends to bring the volume back. But you do have to kind of do that throughout the day, especially if you're wearing it, you know, 8 to 10 hours, which is what I do. So I really have to shake it out and periodically bring it. Starts out really good like this, but then periodically throughout the day, I have to shake it to really, if I want to keep the volume, you know, consistent. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put her back on. Here we have it, folks. A very beautiful style. It is such a wonderful curly style. It's really good for curls and for volume. And I love this raspberry shade. I fell in love with the raspberry shade back when I got the Angelique wig. And I thought, wow, what a pretty color, you know, because I'd never seen anything like it. That, you know, it's a really unique blonde. I think it's a really pretty blonde because of it having that kind of color involved. And I just thought, wow, what a pretty, you know, it's a pretty blonde. It's not just your natural, it's not your standard blonde. It has that extra depth in there that really, really helps a lot. You know, I just can't get this right. See, I want it to look a certain way, and I'm going to shake it out again. Give it another good shake. See what we can do. It's mainly in the front that I struggle with getting the look to be, but the main thing is just to, and I think keeping it upside down several nights in a row really helps. I do that with all of my wigs that I have a lot of curl to. It really does help to keep them upside down, like storm like this all night long. Okay, the camera's not focusing. Sorry, guys. Yeah, if you storm like this all night long, just upside down, I got these clips on Amazon, and I'll use these clips like this, and I'll clip the wig on at the clip there, and then put that on like a clothes hanger, hang these on a clothes hanger. Perfect. It works really, really well, and it keeps, you know, things volumized. And so that's what I like to do. There we go. That's the volume I want. I'm telling you, I like big hair. I love some big hair. But yeah, this is just a beautiful style. I love it because it's short enough. You know, it's long. It's a little bit long. It's mid-length. So it's not super short, but I think it just gives the perfect amount of volume. And that's really all there is to it. You know, I know a lot of people ask me, how do you get the volume? How do you get and it's just really about fluffing it. There's really no particular way. And I'm sure you might have even better ideas. So if you have other ideas, let me know how you volumize your wigs. But that's really simple to me. I mean, I think just giving it a good shake is the best way. And then, you know, combing it out with a wide tooth comb really separates the curls, especially when you first get the wig. Because when you first get the wig, you know, they are kind of they're kind of like conform to the box and conform to the original shape of how they were manufactured. And so my first step with any wig is usually just getting it de-wigged. You know, you want to get it shook out really well. And the ones that I don't want to mess up the curl pattern with, I won't comb, but I'll just give them a nice good shake and kind of gently run my fingers through it just to kind of loosen everything up. And that's what you have to do with these kind of wigs, because you know, when a Jessica wig first comes out of the box, it doesn't even look very good. It's kind of like just frumpy, and you're like, wow, how can this be good? But when you really work with it and you, you know, give it a few shakes and then comb through it a few times, it looks like this. You know, but if you first pull it out of the box and you just put it on the way it comes, you'd be very disappointed. And so that's why I don't ever do that. I want to get it the way I like it and then work with it. But I know for certain that this wig gets better and better and better with time, because this is definitely a wig that I've had a lot of experience with. You know, it's one of my favorites, and I've had a lot of experience with it. And what I've learned is that the more I wear it and the more I expose it to natural air, it definitely gets better. Those fibers get kind of thicker and they kind of start sticking together. And of course you have to detangle it with a wide tooth comb at the back of the nape, because that's where it mainly gets tangled. But what I've learned is that it does get better the more it's exposed to natural air. The fibers thicken up and the curl will stay like you see right now on me. It will stay a lot better, but it does take a few times of you just wearing it out in natural air if this is the kind of volume you're looking for. But the nice thing about a Jessica wig too is that if you don't want the volume like this, you can wear it the way it comes out of the box, and there's not a whole lot of volume to that. You can really sleek this one down as well. So I think it's a very versatile wig, as well as it being very budget friendly and affordable, which is something that I like to bring to you guys to show you that there are affordable options out there, that not everything has to be, you know, $200-300. You can still get a really beautiful glam look, you know, with maybe $100 or a little over. But I think that this is a versatile wig as far as curls go, because you can have a sleek down curly look, or you can have a more voluminous look, depending on how often you shake it out, how you comb it, you know, and how you style it. So it's definitely one of those wigs where, you know, a lot of people would say, well, I don't want this because it's all voluminous. Well, it's not necessarily. And I'm sorry I didn't show you. I should have just shown you the way it comes before I combed it out. I'll have to do that in the future. I don't know if I have any more Jessica still in the box. But it's a very sleek down look, kind of like all wigs are. You know, when you first take them out of the box, they're very sleek down. Like, for instance, here is a Storyville by Ellen Villa that I haven't yet reviewed. And this was just taken out of the box. See, the tags are still attached. But this is very sleek down. Now, this Storyville by Ellen Villa can become a very voluminous wig, and I love Storyville. I reviewed it, I think, in Champagne Rooted or Sandy Blonde Rooted. This is a brown one that I'm going to be reviewing in the future, and it's Storyville by Ellen Villa. Now, this is one of those styles where, see, you can tell just right out of the box, it's pretty sleek. But this is one of those styles here that can be just like this one. It can really get a lot of volume. By the way, look at these cute sleeves. I love sleeves that do things like that. But But you guys, it's just, I think it's a great wig. If you love curls, if you love Main Attraction Broadway, you're going to love this one. And it's all right around the same price point. I've actually gotten these for under $100, and I do have a couple of these on my eBay store as well. But they're very affordable, and I think they're a great style if you like curls and, you know, curls but with more sleekness as well. So I'm going to do a quick spin so you can see it on all sides. This is my right side. And then I'm going to show you the back. The back is one of my favorites. And it's so bouncy. And it's just so pretty. Let me make sure it's really, really nice in the back. I mean, it's just light and fluffy. And you can easily go like that with it. It's a great style. Sorry guys, my camera doesn't like it when I move around a lot. But it's a beautiful style. Got a frog in my throat. It's a beautiful style, and it's one that's just classic. Reminds me of Hollywood glam. You know, it reminds me of big hair. And I think that those of us that love big hair, this is like a go-to. And this is it's an everyday kind of wig, which is what I like as well. This is the kind of wig that you can wear every day. You don't have to worry about the price point. Because it's not, you know, you didn't spend $300 on it. So it's not one of those that you would have to save for special occasions. And that's another reason why I really like it, because it's one I can throw on all day, every day if I want to, and I don't have to worry about the price or messing it up and things like that. So this is a great, and that's why I really, you know, I mention a lot about the Main Attraction and also like these kind of styles, because I think it's great that we have affordable options in our, you know, go-tos, just so that we have, because we all need everyday wigs. That's something that we really need to gravitate towards. Of course, we always want our special occasion wigs as well, but it's nice to have those everyday go-tos that you don't have to worry about, you know, messing it up. Because I'm one of those that if I spend a lot of money on something, I tend to not want to wear it every day, because I want to try to preserve it and keep it in its best condition as I can. But yeah, this is just beautiful. And that raspberry syrup just provides the best tint to it. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in for yet another review of the beautiful Jon Renau Jessica. This is an FS24 raspberry syrup. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and also don't forget to click the red subscribe button that's right down below. I'd love for you to become a part of this community and for you to join my channel. I do upload these videos on a weekly basis, so I'd love for you to be a part of my channel. Also, in the description box, you're going to find several links. There is a link to my makeup channel, which is called Full Face and Fabulous, and I'd love for you to join me there for makeup tutorials and reviews. There's also a link to my sister's alternative hair channel. There is a link to my Facebook page where you can follow me for periodic updates, and there's also a link to my eBay store, as well as my email address listed below if you want to send me an email. Again, thank you to all of you for watching. You all are such dear friends, and you mean so much to me, and I just appreciate your thoughts, your kind comments, and it just really brightens my day and brings a spark of joy to my life. So again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.